Hi Aquarius, welcome to September. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start your reading, I want to call in some good energy. And let's see what's coming up this month. We've got a full moon in Pisces on the 14th, 13th into the 14th. And then we have a new moon in Libra, which is favorable to your sign, on the 28th. Saturn will be going direct on September 18th. And then we hit the solstice on the 23rd. So this is a month of transition, going from summer to fall in the northern hemisphere, going from winter to spring in the southern hemisphere. And so let's see what the cards say for Aquarius for September. What's coming up for Aquarius for the month of September in terms of love and relationships? What does Aquarius need to know about love and relationships for the month of September 2019? What is coming up for Aquarius? For September 2019. This is the Steampunk Tarot. Beautiful illustrations. Okay, the Fool. The Lovers. Ooh. The Knight of Cups. The Five of Pentacles in the past. The Hermit. The Three of Cups. The Moon card. The Chariot. The King of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. Interesting. So you've got a lot of major arcana in this reading. So you start the month off, the Fool and the Lovers. The Fool is a brand new adventure. It's a new beginning. You're starting a new cycle in September. You have the opportunity to wipe the slate clean and start over. And then you have the Lovers here. So you're choosing between two paths. This could bring an important, significant romantic relationship. Someone that feels like a soulmate. And you might have to choose between two people. Maybe there's more than one. You might be meeting more than one person. There's more than one opportunity. You've got the Knight of Cups here in the past. So you've already kind of connected with someone. Or there's someone on your mind at least. It could be a water sign or someone who's very artistic, very romantic. The Knight of Cups is a romantic proposal. And then you have the Five of Pentacles here. But this is passing. The Five of Pentacles talks about instability in financial matters, like you might be feeling that your finances are a little shaky and you need to, but this is in the recent past. I think that's changing. So you might be thinking of ways to bring more money into your life but this is also a card of feeling isolated and cut off. So there could be someone in your life, if it's not you going through a depression, maybe it's this Knight of Cups. Someone is feeling like an outcast. They're feeling lonely, cut off from the people that they love. They're all alone. Maybe they feel like they don't have anything to offer. So there could be someone in your life that really cares about you, but they feel like they're not good enough for you, or they have nothing to offer you. They don't have any money. They're struggling financially. They're struggling with depression. They're struggling with something. They're like feeling alone. But I feel like there's a strong tie to this person. Nonetheless. But this feeling of isolation and loneliness, this is passing. Now coming up in the future, you have this Hermit card. So I feel that you're doing a lot of thinking. You might even be pulling back from... You have opportunities to socialize because you have the Three of Cups here. But a part of you has been kind of like in the hermit mode. Maybe just before you get involved with something, you're really giving it a lot of thought. You're trying to figure out what's right for you. what do I need in a relationship? What do I need in my life? What path do I need to follow? You're searching for wisdom. You're searching for guidance. And sometimes with the Hermit card, you may go to someone for advice, like a counselor or a good friend. But you may also take some time out to listen to your inner guidance, to really, get in touch with yourself. And so you may choose not to date anyone. You may choose to just be alone for a while to figure it out. You may be like, well, who's right for me? Do I want this knight who's a little bit immature and a little bit delusional? Because the Nine of Cups is very romantic. They have unrealistic expectations about relationships. It's like they're looking for this dream lover that doesn't exist. And even though they might be very sensitive and very creative and very artistic, I don't know, they're a little bit on the immature side when it comes to love. And then you have this King of Wands. I think you're looking for more like someone like the King of Wands. But let me go through these other cards. So you have the Three of Cups here. This is a card of parties and celebration. You're going to be getting, even though you want to be alone and you've been in the hermit mode and you may be pulling back, you're going to get invited to parties. You're going to get invited to gatherings. So there's like parties and celebrations coming up where you're going to be meeting different people. And I feel that out of these parties and celebrations, you could have some type of romantic possibility. Maybe with more than one person. So you're going to be choosing with the Lovers. You've got the Moon card here. So part of you is kind of confused. Like you're not sure what you want. Or you're not sure of the person. The people that approach you, you're like kind of on guard. And thinking, can I trust this person? Are they deceiving me? Am I not reading? Am I idealizing someone? Am I seeing them clearly? This is also a card of imagination and intuition. But don't let your imagination and your intuition get the better of you. Don't, start imagining problems where there are none. Don't go to either extreme, either imagining the best case scenario or the worst case scenario. With the Moon, you just need to dig deeper and find out what's happening. But a part of you might have been betrayed in the past, and so you're a little bit on guard. You're checking people out to see who is going to be honest, who's going to be sincere. There could be a third-party situation for some people, and you really have to know who you're getting involved with. Make sure that they're telling the truth, because the Knight of Cups sometimes, as much as they're very charming and romantic, sometimes they can be a little deceptive. They cannot tell the whole story. They tell you what they want you to know. But there might be other things going on that they're not telling you. So you have to be a little bit, I guess you have to be cautious. Or check into like whatever you're hearing. Check into the stories. In your environment, you have the Chariot. So you're working really hard toward a goal, but your energies are kind of scattered. I'm feeling, though, that they're scattered because I think there might be more than one option. And because you're not sure which one you want or what you're really wanting. You have to get clear on what type of person you're looking for if you're not in a relationship. If you are in a relationship, then you might be deciding, do I commit or do I stay or do I go? Do I bring this relationship to another level and commit? Is this person right for me? And if you've had a falling out, sometimes the Fool card can mean starting over with the same person, not necessarily a brand new person. If you're not in a relationship, the Fool can bring someone totally new. Someone that you've never met before, someone it's like a new adventure. But it can also mean starting over within an existing relationship where you just say, okay, let's forget the past. Let's just turn the page. Let's have a new beginning. Let's just forget everything that went on before. let's just start over. The Chariot is victory through focus and discipline. So if you've been scattering your energy and not really focusing on any one thing or one person, that could be why you're not getting your goal. You're not reaching the love that you're looking for. With the Chariot, you have to focus. You have to call in that scattered energy. You have to make a choice. Chariot can also represent travel. You might be dating someone who's like at a distance. You have to travel to see them. In your wish fulfillment, you have the King of Wands. So this is what you're looking for. This is what you're wanting. This could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Any of those signs would be a good partner for the Aquarius. Sometimes when I see the King of Wands, I think of a Leo, though. This person is very much the leader. Very outspoken, very honest, good-hearted. Sometimes he could be a little bit bossy, but only because he cares. And he can be a little bit of a bully at times because he really knows. He's always telling people what to do because he really cares, and he feels like I know best. Just follow my advice and you'll be fine. So you could be meeting someone like this King of Wands, and it's possible that you wind up moving away from the Knight of Cups because you have the Eight of Cups here. So at some point in your decision making, you're going to have to leave something behind. The Eight of Cups is walking away from something that was once good but no longer fulfilling. And you're moving on to something that's going to give you a stronger connection or give you the relationship that you're really wanting and that you need after you've done all your thinking. Because Aquarius is, as an air sign, you're going to be doing a lot of thinking in September and evaluating. You're going to be thinking of the past and everything that's happened in the past and what do I want for now and going into the future. And you really are ready for a new start with the Fool here. You're ready to have that new beginning. But it's going to involve choice. Choosing, and you might be choosing between two paths or two people. Now the paths could be, do I stay or do I go? That could be the two paths for some people. For others it could be, which one of these options is right for me and which one should I focus on and leave the rest behind. So that's the outcome. The Eight of Cups is walking away from something, but walking towards something more meaningful. But you're leaving something behind that's just no longer working. And there's a full moon here in this card, so it could be by the full moon you'll make your decision. So let's see what the astrology has to say. So the full moon in Pisces is happening in your second house. That's the house of money. And also the 8th house. So the moon and Neptune is in the second house. The 8th house has the Sun, Mars, Venus, and Mercury. That's the house of intimacy. It's the house of sex. It's the house of transformation. So you could be making a decision that then when you choose when you make that final choice, it could be around the full moon. It's possible that a friendship turns to love, or you meet someone through some of the groups that you belong to. Maybe you're joining a group that's working for some social cause. But whatever happens, I feel that there's a certain completion or finality around this moon. And it could bring greater intimacy into your life. But you're going to have to use your intuition. Because the moon and Neptune at this full moon are coming together. And that's a card, when Neptune and the moon come together, it's a very dreamy aspect, a very intuitive aspect. It can be also very creative. So if you're feeling like doing any kind of artwork, this could be a very good time. The only thing is Neptune in the second house can bring confusion over finances or confusion about what you value. You might be idealizing someone. thinking that they're the greatest thing since sliced bread. You might meet someone that you feel really excited about. And I think you're ready. You're ready to take action that brings greater intimacy in your life, that you really are ready for change. And Venus in the 8th is going to bring financial support. So you could be actually meeting, if it's a relationship, you could be meeting either a Taurus or a Libra. With Mercury, it could be Virgo or Gemini. With the Sun, it could be a Leo. I mean, you have a lot of options. But one thing that's important is when Venus and Mercury come together, there is going to be some type of communication. And they're both at the 29th degree, so I feel like you're like finishing up a cycle, and you may need to communicate to someone how you feel, and through that communication something is ending, and you're getting ready for a new beginning. It's like you're ending an old pattern. You have Pluto in your 12th house, so it's really a time of clearing out, of going deep into your psychology, into the unconscious, and releasing any fears or any behavior patterns that have been interfering with your life, with feelings of self-worth, because Pluto is actually sextile the moon and it's trining the sun. So it's a good time to go deep, and if there's anything that's stopping you from greater intimacy, Pluto can help you release it. At the full moon, usually things come out, truths come out. So if anyone's been working behind the scenes against you, that's going to come out. If anyone's not being honest with you, that will come out. And with that knowledge, you can change and transform. When you have Mercury in the 8th house, it's really a good time to talk about things, to get at, to confront your demons and communicate your needs. Venus in the 8th will bring abundance. It will bring support, financial support. So if you're meeting someone, this person probably is financially sound and successful. And with Mars in the 8th, Mars and Venus in the 8th, it could be a very passionate time, the month of September. So if you're choosing a relationship or making a decision about a relationship, it could be that you seal it with a lot of passion. You're feeling very passionate about this person. Now, the new moon in Libra on the 28th is happening in your 9th house. So you could decide that you're going to start a new educational path. You might be going back to school, or you might be starting a teaching program, either teaching or learning, or you may be joining a group, a new spirituality group, a group that's where your beliefs are changing. You're thinking out of the box. You could be joining a new group that change your belief structure in some way. You also have Chiron in the 3rd house opposing this new moon. So there is something that you need to communicate. There are some wounds around brothers and sisters and relatives that need to be healed. Maybe you could have a healing conversation with some of those people. And it could bring reestablish connections. Uranus is going through your 4th house, and it's in conjunct the new moon. So there could be some unexpected thing that happens around the house, unexpected repair maybe. Or it could even be changes in the home, somebody moving in, somebody moving out. Whatever it is, you can't know any. With Uranus, you don't know. It's just, you know there's going to be a surprise. That's all you know. Venus in the 9th, if you're in love with someone and it's sextiling Jupiter, it could be that you meet them, through some type of educational group or psychological group, like you're getting together with people and you're discussing things and you're sharing ideas and you're learning, either teaching or learning, you're sharing your wisdom. And it's possible that a romance could come out of that. Like someone who you saw once as a friend could turn into a lover. You have Saturn and Pluto in the 12th house. So you have some issues you have to clear out some issues, some karmic issues with Saturn in the 12th. Saturn is like, represents karma. And then in the 12th house, it's like you're finishing up a karmic cycle. Even with Pluto there, you're ready for transformation. So you're ready to finish off something. You're completing certain karma. And it may have to do with parental conditioning, or something from the past, from like your authority figures, your parents, that have created certain behavior patterns or certain beliefs around relationship. Saturn is squaring Venus, so it's like a part of you have to change your belief system, I feel, and feel that you're worthy of love. Maybe a part of you is thinking you're not worthy of love, or love is hard to come by. And this goes way back, so it's not just it's something that you've lived with for a long time, from childhood maybe, and you have to heal that and come to terms with it, see it, release it, and that can help you with this new beginning, because a new moon in Libra is all about partnership. So you could be forming a new partnership in September that comes through some type of a group that you belong to, or some type of you could join a group in your life. I just feel like it has to do with teaching or learning or educational, like discussions. The person that you're meeting could be someone different culture, someone who lives far away. You have to travel to get together with them, or they could just be different than the usual type that that you're attracted to. But Jupiter's sextile Venus is bringing opportunity. So the only thing that might hold you back is fear of intimacy, or falling into self-destructive patterns when it comes to relationships. So you want to really, it would be good to speak to a counselor to find out, what is it that's blocking me from love. If you're having problems connecting with someone, what is it that I feel within myself? Because there's going to be issues of self-worth coming up. Am I lovable? Am I getting the love I need? Am I getting paid the money I deserve? Am I, what do I have to do to break down that wall that prevents me from bonding with someone? What are those fears? Those are going to be the issues for September. And you have the potential to walk away from that, to heal that, and to then find a new beginning, a new adventure that brings a very deep love. So release that past. Don't be afraid to break the walls down that prevent you from opening up to love, because the potential is there for a really strong relationship that can transform your life if you can overcome some of these things that you might not even be aware of. They might be hidden in your subconscious. So now would be a good time to delve at that, to go into that, and to have that new beginning, a change in consciousness, and clear out the old baggage, and be ready for love. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading, Aquarius, and I hope this reading has helped you. And if you'd like a private reading, just click on the link in the description box, and we can get you on the schedule, and we can do a reading that speaks to your specific situation. This is general, so it may not apply to everyone. And for those who have been watching my videos and liking my videos and commenting, I want to thank you. I really appreciate it. I read all the comments, and if you're new, welcome. And thank you for those who have ordered readings. I really appreciate your support. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here. So keep it coming. Thank you. I am honored that you have chosen me to watch and take your time. I mean, there's zillions of videos out there and zillions of tarot readers and astrology people. So thank you for choosing me. Anyway, have a wonderful September. And enjoy the new beginnings and the new adventures coming your way. And I'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.